Hi, my name is Dari Drojaye. Welcome to this YouTube channel. Thank you for always watching these videos, these messages. God bless you. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe, like, and share this video so that the message can go round the world. God bless you. Today, we are going to be talking about the pursuit of the seed. Seedmagination. Now, let's start by looking at the origin of the flood. In the Old Testament, when God was about to wipe away the first creation of his work, which is man on the earth. Now, you need to understand that the origin of the flood was about the imagination of man. The imagination of man was evil continually. In Genesis chapter 6 verse 5, the Bible said, "The Lord saw that the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. And the Lord was sorry that he had made man on the earth, and it grieved him to his heart." So, the origin of the flood was about the evil imagination of man. So, it is centered around imagination. Can I prove it to you one more time? Genesis chapter 8 verse 21. This was after the flood, so that you can know that what God said twice, he meant it. And that was the reason he had to wipe out the first creation, the first set of man. In Genesis 8:21, hear this. "And when the Lord smelled the pleasing odor, the Lord said in his heart, I will never again curse the ground because of man. For the imagination of man's heart is evil from his youth. Neither will I ever again destroy every living creature as I have done." So you can see that the origin and the main cause of the flood, which wiped out the earth at the first instance, was because of the imagination of man. Now, let's look at similarities between creation and after the flood. After God created Adam, he spoke to him about the seed in every plant and tree, signifying and showing him that the replication of every tree or every plant is in the seed. This was what God was teaching Adam, because when Adam was created, he was created with a plain mind. And so God was teaching him and was telling him how to live and tend the garden. "I have put the seed in every plant and every tree." Now, I'll read this to you. In Genesis chapter 1 verse 29. "Behold, I have given you every plant yielding seed, which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree with seed in its fruit. You shall have them for food." So, for instance, let's take apple as our case study. God was saying, if you take the apple fruit, the seed of the apple is in the apple fruit. So when you eat the fruit of the apple, you must plant the seed. And that is how you can have the replication or the reproduction or the fruitfulness or the multiplication of the same apple you have just eaten. The seed is significant to the fruitfulness and multiplication of the dominion of man. After the flood, God spoke to Noah and illustrated the pursuit of the seed, again saying that seed time and harvest would never cease, signifying that every harvest is initiated by its seed. I'll read it to you in Genesis chapter 8 verse 22. "While the earth remains, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night shall not cease." Now, you can see the similarities between the creation when God spoke to Adam and after the flood when God spoke to Noah, that the seed was very important. The mention of the seed was replicated. The reason and the main origin of the cause of the flood was the evil imagination of man. So this time around, God was speaking to Noah like someone who is of age and who has the knowledge of good and evil. Because after Adam touched the fruit of knowledge of good and evil, God said, man has become like one of us, knowing good and evil. So this time around, when God was speaking to Noah, he was speaking to Noah like someone who understood the knowledge of good and evil. Why don't we anchor our life on this fact that has remained true till today? As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest will never cease. What if we understand how to really use our imagination? Knowing that God was angry with the first set of human beings because their imagination was evil. What if we understood how to use this imagination positively? How would that feel? Let's look at the significance of the seed to imagination. Seed time and harvest, imagination and creativity will not cease. As long as the earth remains, seed time and harvest will not cease. As long as the earth remains, imagination and creativity will not cease. What if from your youth you start to imagine goodness? You start to imagine good creativity, because creativity could be positive and negative. Seed time and harvest will not cease. Therefore, imagination and creativity will not cease as long as the earth remains. This is the significance of the seed imagination. How do you cultivate the seed of imagination? How do you apply seed imagination into your life? Seed selection. In seed imagination, imagine your harvest and then prune it down to its seed. Plant that seed in your mind, and you will be on your way to create the same harvest, the same creativity. Number 2, soil preparation. Now, for seed imagination, shield your mind from distractions. This is how you prepare the soil. Shield your mind from distractions that can hurt the harvest, and allow only values that will grow and enhance the harvest you have desired. I'll refer you to the message I've preached on mastery of boundary and mastery of space in the series of the Lord's Prayer. You can go and check it, and you will understand the soil preparation much more better, because it is about shielding your mind. Number 3, sowing. Write it down or have the picture for daily repetition. So for cultivating of the seed in the soil, you have to sow it. But for seed imagination, you have to write it down and have the picture for daily repetition. Your subconscious mind does not know what is good or what is evil. Your subconscious mind only understands what is repeated. So whatever you repeat daily, your subconscious mind takes it up as the truth, and then it grows it up in your mind, and it becomes your imagination and the creativity that you achieve. I believe this message has blessed you. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. Until I see you again, keep focusing on the bright side of life.